Hello, and once again, we're back! Yay! Okay, so anyhow, I wanted to go over today about your employees and your contractors with QuickBooks Online. So this is a little bit more in depth, so it's going to be a little bit longer of a video. Sorry, guys. All right, so going into employees, and when we first open up our QuickBooks, again, we are on our dashboard telling us a little bit about everything. And for this, we are going down to our workers. So on the left-hand side, we're going to workers and then employees. When we have a new employee, there is some really important things that we truly need to go over. So the most important thing that we truly need to go over when hiring a new employee is making sure that we have all the right documentation. You need to make sure that you get a copy of their social security cards, their IDs or driver's license. A passport will work on that aspect in place of both of the social security card and the driver's license. Although I highly recommend getting a copy of the social security card either way to make sure that you are doing your due diligence and making sure that it is there, that this person has the right to work in the US. You definitely do not want to get caught in that aspect of I don't know things. Also, you really want to make sure that you know the proper age of the individual, making sure that you are following those rules and guidelines set up by your state in particular to making sure that you're working these people. So in some states you can hire very young as 10 years old. So not obviously something we really recommend, but definitely check out those rules and guidelines regarding the right to work in your state. You want to check the labor board and making sure that you have all that information before you start hiring your employees, making sure that you are filling out your W-4s or your 1099s for your subcontractors and all the other information that you will need for your employees. If you have any questions, send me a comment down below. I will look it up for you if that's what I need to do, or I'll just give you the information if I have it. All right, so moving along, we are in our workers area now. So we have a couple employees here already, which is really cool, but we're going to add a new employee. And we're not going to turn on our payroll right now. So our new employee's name is not going to be me. It is going to be John Smith. And we want to display his name as John Smith. The checks that we're printing also say John Smith. If for whatever reason you need to make a change, just unclick that, but we'll click that back on. Definitely want to get his address. So we're going to make him on Tower Street, and we're going to make him in Denver. All right. Do we have any notes about this particular employee? Want to put him here? So that is going to be like this employee is, he's only 15 years old. This will help us to make sure that we have the right information so that we know exactly how many hours that this employee can work in Denver. A 15-year-old can work 4 hours a day, no more than 20 hours a week. And cannot work on a school day. Past 6 p.m. So when you're hiring minors, it is a really big deal, all these things. So it's always good to just kind of make a quick little note down there for yourself to make sure that you don't miss that. And John53 @ Yahoo is his email address in case we have any questions. His phone number is really important. It's not super common to have a landline anymore in this day and age, but if you do have a landline and a mobile line, oh, got one too many fives there. There we go. It'll fill it out automatically. Now the billing rate, we want to make sure that we're filling out our billing rate. That is how much we're paying them per hour. Colorado says you have to pay $12 an hour. Do we use employee numbers? If you have a lot of employee numbers, highly recommend them. If you don't really have a whole lot of employees, then it's not necessary. So we'll just kind of go past that. We don't really need an employee number. John is male. His hire date is going to be as of today. And he doesn't have a release date because he's still working for us. We just hired him today. So when you have an employee that has stopped, you're going to go back into this aspect. I'll show you how to open it back up, and you will add the release date on there. And John's date of birth is going to be January 15th, but not of there. He's going to be 05. Okay, and that is all of our employee information. We'll hit save. And now John Smith has been added. Now, if we do need to go back and edit him at all, we'll just hit edit. It pulls it back up, and then you can make any corrections that you need to make. All right. And you'll hit save again. You can make him inactive after you, let's say we are going to go ahead and we're going to release this gentleman right here because he is no longer wanting to work with us. He got everything going. And we went ahead and added a release date, and then we'll just make him inactive. Making him inactive means that he no longer works for us, and that way we don't have to look at his name every time we're doing anything. Are you sure you want to make him inactive? Yes, we are sure. We'll actually do it with John so you can see it all the way through. So you make it inactive, hit yes, and then he deletes off of your group. If you want to see everybody that you have that's inactive, you're going to hit this little gear icon, and you can include your inactive people. And then you'll see over here that he is inactive. You can say you went, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. You can hit that, make active all over again, and now he's active. And get rid of that again. Hit the gear icon to make it go away. And there you go, he's right there. Everybody's back, everybody active, everybody's happy. Now, let's say we are going to go to our subcontractors or our contractors, people who do work for us that we pay. So we can go to workers and then down to contractors, or if you're here, you can use these little tabs up here too. Okay, now we are going to add a new contractor. And the new contractor's name, we're just going to add me because it was right there. And you need to make sure that you have them. You can email this contractor and let them fill everything out for you, and then just add them. Voila, there they are. You're waiting for their information. They're going to add it. They can send it and just send it back. If they haven't, you can always send a reminder and say, hey, I need you to fill this out if you want your money. And then you can go over here, you can go to payments. You haven't paid anything to me because we just added me. Or you can go to documents and you're waiting for this information to get filled out by them. Going back over to contractors right up here in the corner. And there you go. Here we are all done. Now you all can also do, if you're a brand new company, you still need workers' comp, or you're just looking for a new quote, you can go over to the workers' comp area and you can get a quote here. You'll just push that button. It'll automatically send it out to all of QuickBooks QBO's workers' comp people, and that way you can make sure that everything's up to date. If you have, oh, sorry, the contractor and you're ready to write them a check, you'll just hit here, write a check. It's going to pull up your checkbook and it's going to tell you your checkbook we're paying. It'll fill it out, your bank account, what it's called, the payment date, the check number. You can change that if you want. You're like, oh no, I voided 71, but I forgot to put it on there. We're going to make that 72. So you can do that. You can also click here for printing later, or you can print it now. The category, we are writing them for disposal fee, not disposal fee, sorry. We're going to put accounting in there. Accounting, there we go, because I'm an accountant. And the amount that we're going to write them is $360. Is it billable? No, because I'm not charging it to a specific customer. If it was, then we would choose that customer over here as well. Okay, so we'll make it billable and we're going to charge it to ABC Financial. That means that ABC Financial is going to pay us back for that amount. And that's it. We can add more lines if we want to put more in there for what we're giving them. We want to make sure that we're categorizing every single item that we're paying them for. If we have more than one, it'll automatically add it up for us down here in the total. If we have any attachments that we're going to include, we'll go ahead and add those here. Anything we want to tell them, it will write down on your check when you print it, or you can just handwrite your check. It's really up to you. Our checking account balance is right up here in the corner in case you want to make sure you have enough money in your account, which is always a good thing. And that is everything. So then we'll hit either save and close. If you have a different one that you want to do and just hit save and new, you can. But and then that'll change that down here, hitting save and new. And that check is written for us. Now we are on check number 73, automatically filled out for us. And that's pretty much all. That's pretty much everything you need. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them down below. If you like this video, give us a great big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos just like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And let me know how you guys are all doing. Have a wonderful weekend and keep on top of your accounting. It'll make your life so much easier. Bye.